What's up, everybody? Something that's really cool and really interesting to me is the fact that a camera can go from a concept all the way to a finished product in a matter of a really short period of time. Now, the Polaroid Go really feels like it's been in development for a lot longer than we would have expected, but I've got to tell you, they've put a lot of work into this camera, and we're going to look at the step-by-step process today to see exactly where Polaroid started at with this camera and how it ended up a finished product. I will say that overall I love the one that Polaroid decided to go with, and I love the design choices that they made. I think it stays on brand a whole lot more than some of the other options that we're going to be seeing today. It's comfortable for your everyday use, and that's really what the Polaroid Go is all about. If you don't already have a Polaroid Go or a Polaroid Now or any type of Polaroid camera, be sure to check out my links down in the description for the absolute best prices on cameras and film. So the Polaroid Go took over 2 years and 55,000 hours to develop, and this is coming directly from Polaroid themselves. They didn't make these numbers up. That is how long it took to develop this tiny little camera. So let's take a look at the 12 different steps that it took to create this camera, the 12 different prototype models that Polaroid has released, and let's really examine each one to see why it works or why ultimately it did not work. So this first one to me looks a lot like a smartphone printer of some type. Reminds me a lot of the Impossible Project and some of the things that they tried to do with the smartphone printing. And I just don't like where this prototype is headed. To me, it's like a big block of clay that really needs carved and whittled down into something. The second step in the process here was just not a good look. And it's also really slanted, and I wonder if that could cause some usability issues when it comes to taking photos and getting the maximum amount of light without any type of reflection or refraction in there. I don't know, but I really am glad that they decided to work on this design a bit more and not go with this as a finished product. This one here just does not look like a finished product to me. It looks a lot like what they tried to do with the Polaroid Cube, and it didn't work for the Polaroid Cube. I don't think it would have worked here. This one's not really bad. It doesn't look bad, but there's just not a lot of information for me to go on. I'm not sure what changes were made in this iteration of the model. I just can't tell a lot of difference here in comparison to the models previous and the models to come. So I don't have a lot to say about this particular one. This one has a really cool color to it, and I like the fact that this maybe hints at some possible future colored and special edition versions of the Polaroid Go. But for right now, I've got to say I'm very happy with the original light that they went with. It stays on brand and it's very marketable. At this stage, this just looks cheap to me. It does not look good at all. It doesn't look professional. It doesn't look high quality. It looks cheap. This stage is just a little strange. It's too odd. I think it would be really great for some people who like very strange and obscure looking products, maybe products that break the mold here, but I don't think that it's going to be that camera that's for everyday use for everyone, and really that's what Polaroid wanted to go for. I'm really quite unsure what to say about this one. Nothing significant changed here, no special traits. Number 9, we are getting closer to the finished product, to what actually was the Polaroid Go. I'm already able to tell the improvements, but is that the button in the center of the camera? Did someone at some point really think that was gonna be okay? The button right in the center, that's a very strange way you'd have to hold in order to press that button. I'm shocked that that was even an idea. This one here has the photo counter on the top side, and ultimately I don't think that's a terrible thing, but I really prefer it to be on the back of the camera so that it's not something that the person in front of you has to really focus on, or the person standing beside you, but it's more something for the photographer, that photo count. Now we're almost there, but I'm wondering about these flash options on the front. Are there any? And I really like the new selfie mirror that's built into the Polaroid Go, the model that actually made it to market. So I don't know about this model here, but here we are at the Polaroid Go, the one that actually made it to market. And I've got to say, I personally think that they did a fantastic job going from that big block of clay at the beginning to a real product that works for everyday use for everyone. This particular camera is just right. I don't see any issues with this being the first camera in the Polaroid Go series of cameras. I hope that they make more. I don't know, different versions and things, and we're going to talk more about that later on. So make sure you're subscribed to this channel for more film photography talk and more film photography cameras. But for right now, I'm very happy with the Polaroid Go design and the Polaroid Go functionality. I think they did a really good job. Let me know in the comments if there was a particular stage where you felt like they should have went more with that in terms of the design versus what actually happened with the Polaroid Go. And let me know in the comments if you think the Polaroid Go design is something that you'd buy, or perhaps you already have bought. If you've already picked up one of these, let me know what you think. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up for more film photography related videos. Subscribe if you haven't already, because you're definitely welcome here. And I'll see you guys later.